Welcome to Courageously Unbothered with Sonia McDonald, the podcast for those who are ready to shatter limits, take up space, and own their impact. Sonia brings boldness, courage, and a whole lot of sass to every episode, inspiring listeners to stop playing small and start showing the world who's boss. This isn't your typical self-help show. This is where unstoppable magic happens. Get ready to rise up and be unapologetically
Hello everybody, it's Sonia
unbothered.
McDonald here and welcome to Leadership with Sonia. Now, you know, at Leadership HQ and at the Leadership Collective, we are all about building a world of awesome humans and awesome leaders, and we need you more than ever before. And if I could go back to my younger self, I'd absolutely say to her, and I say this to everyone, just start learning leadership now. So I thought I'd jump on and go and talk about, you know, what could be holding you back in terms of getting some leadership roles or learning leadership. Okay, so let me share some insights with you. I've also got a great newsletter around this. So if you want to follow me on LinkedIn, check out the greatest leadership newsletter because you get weekly and sometimes bi-weekly some great insights and tips for free. I know. Now, I've got a new puppy, and we're calling him the CCO because he's kind of the chief cute officer. His name's Lewis, and he's chewing a box at my leg, so I'm totally in love with him. So if you hear him chewing, that's life today, right? You know, it's kind of this balance and integration thing. So it's about embracing that in this leadership space. So please comment, and I'd love to know what you're going to do to be a great leader. And if you do comment, we will send you a free leadership habits journal. It's like 140 pages. It is amazing. So rock stars, welcome to Leadership with Sonia, because I'm here to shatter ceilings, kick doors open, and and take the lead in style, right? I want to take you to new heights. I want to lift the leadership stage here. And I'm bringing sass in the class, right? Because that's what it's really about too. And I'm going to dive into the nitty-gritty of what it takes and what it makes to be a leader. Not just good, but great. So I want you to buckle up because it's time to play your leadership game. All right, so what are some of the things that are really stopping you from getting that role? Okay, number one, playing small is definitely number one. So the thing is, right, you avoid taking risks. Okay, you're staying in your comfort zone, so you're hesitating to take ownerships of opportunities. Now, I remember in my 20s, I was so like this, right? You know, I never said yes to so many things. And I remember when I was younger, I was such a massive risk taker. And, you know, I got into my 20s and I think I'd lost the confidence and courage. Please have confidence and courage. You've only got one life, okay? So I want you to play big. I want you to play tall. I want you to own it, okay? So this is what I want you to do to overcome playing it small, because this is the number one thing that's holding you back. Okay, so I want you to embrace stretch opportunities. Say yes to one new challenge each week. And it could be talking to your manager or your team leader or whoever to say, hey, can I chair or lead one of the meetings? Thinking about different projects you can take the lead on as well. So embrace stretch opportunities. I think it's also really important that you voice your ideas. So make it a goal to contribute actively to every meeting because your voice matters. So let it be heard. I think it's also really important to act boldly. Pinpoint an area where you've played it safe and also pledge to make a courageous move, whether it's presenting a really great idea or stepping up for a high visibility task. I think that's really important. It's something that I really coach everyone to do as well. Okay, so I want you to play tall. I want you to play powerful, right? Number two is your network. My gosh, your network is your net worth. So I think it's really important that you think about your network. Okay, so I think avoiding relationship buildings and failing to connect with key stakeholders and peers is really important. So it's not only about external networking, it's about internal networking. So here's some steps. Okay, going to networking activities or initiating networking activities. So set a goal to engage in networking once a week, whether it's like a virtual coffee chat or a chat or having a coffee with someone. Going to a networking event, even every quarter, I think that's really important. or even starting to connect on LinkedIn. I get a lot of comments about my LinkedIn activity. I think it's great because every time I reach out to someone for like a warm lead or someone I don't really know, people go, oh my gosh, like LinkedIn is such a great platform. Okay. Activate online engagement. Okay. It's really important that you do this. Share your insights, comment on posts. Spark conversations with industry leaders on platforms like LinkedIn. Honestly, I can't advocate for LinkedIn enough, okay? Even people say to me, where do you find the time? Look, I find even if I'm sitting on a train or I'm sitting waiting for someone in a meeting, I just jump on LinkedIn. Even if it's 10 or 15 minutes a day, it'll make a huge difference. Also join industry groups, okay? So increase your industry presence by joining relevant professional groups or associations. We've also started an incredible group called the Leadership Collective. So if you Google theleadershipcollective.com.au, it is an amazing networking community. It's so cost effective, and you're not only networking, you're also getting leadership development as part of the platform. Okay, Lewis Sterling. Okay. My box is getting destroyed, but that's okay. Also, another thing that might be holding you back in terms of leadership roles or even climbing the leadership ladder is tactical thinking over strategic vision. So you're more focused on the day-to-day activities and tasks versus kind of thinking more long-term or even thinking bigger picture, right? So here's some steps. You know, I'm all about steps. If you want to read more about this, check out the Greatest Leadership newsletter on LinkedIn or go to leadershiphq.com.au and look at our blogs because we've got hundreds of them, and this blog has actually just been posted. Okay, strategic questions. So start every project by asking strategic alignment questions to ensure your work contributes to larger goals. Okay, strategic questions. Go into ChatGPT, ask what are some strategic questions, or there's so many great books around this, around questions to ask. Dedicate time for learning. Okay, so if you're watching this, I'm super proud of you because you've dedicated some time for learning. Okay, block out time regularly to read about market trends, industry reports, and also strategic innovations. I would highly recommend that you spend, again, if you can, first thing in the morning, read a book, read an article. We've got some great books. I've published some great books. We've got some great tools and resources. If you go to Leadership HQ, the Leadership Collective, or even my site, Sonia McDonald's got some free resources. Harvard Business Review is great. There's so many great free platforms that you can join. Honestly, growth mindset, keep learning. I think that's really important. And also propose innovations. So I think the thing with being more of a strategic thinker is being proactive about suggesting changes or new projects that align with future objectives and also can actually benefit the future of the organization. Okay, we're about to do number 4, but just to revisit the first 3. Okay, stop playing it small, start networking, and start having that strategic thinking and strategic vision. Okay, number 4. Oh my gosh, this is such a big one, and it's really important, is under communicating your value. So this is what happens when you're doing that. You're staying quiet about your accomplishments and letting others take credit for your contributions. Hello, you've only got this one life, right? Own it, own your value. So I want you to start, these are the steps. These are some things that you can do. And look, there's plenty more I can suggest, and there's plenty more that we offer in our coaching and leadership programs, but these are just some keys. Document your success. So keep a detailed record of your weekly achievements and their impact on the organization. Share your wins. So important. Get comfortable discussing your contributions in more in casual, informal settings to ensure your efforts are recognized. I think it's also really important, not only do you share your contributions, but you also share other people's contributions as well. So I use a lot of we language, not a lot of I language. I think it's really important that you're lifting others up as well, but don't be afraid to say, this is what I've achieved. I'm really proud of us and me and the team, and showcase your impact. So prepare a compelling case of your achievements for performance review so you can clearly highlight your contributions as well. So I think that's really important. So document, share your wins, and showcase your impact. All right, number 5. I know I'm going to keep saying this, not learning leadership skills. If you want to prepare yourself, it's kind of like Swimming, right? Obviously you get taught to swim, or driving a car. Like, you get taught to drive a car. Someone doesn't give you the keys and say, go and drive, or someone doesn't just throw you in the deep end and go, now you can swim. If you want to be a great swimmer, or if you want to know how to swim, well, you know how to drive, you have someone coaching you, you have someone teaching you, is starting to learn this stuff now. If you want to have the edge in your life with AI coming up, like, AI is never going to take away human and leadership skills. It's learning leadership. So I think it's about believing that leadership is innate, and also neglecting opportunities to grow and develop skills. Like, honestly, please embrace this space. So, some actionable steps. Engage with leadership content like ours. I mentioned the websites, Leadership HQ, the Leadership Collective, Sonia McDonald. There's so many great websites with so much free stuff. And also things that you can purchase that is awesome. Look up HBR. Also, I was worried he was eating the carpet, but he's not. Honestly, it's like, I need to do leadership dog training, I think. Commit to consuming leadership resources. Just do it monthly. Like books, podcasts. There's so many great podcasts that I could recommend. I would love you to recommend your podcasts as well. Education, so courses, workshop that enhance your leadership, your communication, and your EQ. And finally, find a coach and a mentor. LinkedIn's a great way to find a mentor. Also, going to industry events is a great way. So choose someone that you really trust and you admire as well. So get a coach and get a mentor. Okay, number 6, fear of failure. Oh my gosh, this used to be mine, okay? I had a massive fear of failure. Now, I love it. That's how you grow. That's how you become successful, is through your failures. So a lot of people hesitate to take risks because of this whole fear of making mistakes, and also, I think being judged as well. I remember when I first started speaking, and I was so scared, and I knew I wanted to use my voice to help others and inspire others around this courage and leadership space. And can I tell you, the first couple of events, I wasn't very good. I kind of stuffed it up. Mind you, it was a bit of a group effort. Like, I didn't do a lot of making sure we had the right mic and equipment and things like that. But gosh, I learned so many lessons from those mistakes, and I think it's got me to where I am today around being such, I believe, a really empowering speaker today. And mind you, I've been doing it for 17 years. So the thing is, if I didn't make those mistakes, I don't think I would have been where I am today. So I think there's some really great actionable steps. One is learn from setbacks. So write down key learnings and takeaways from failures and mistakes, and how you can apply these lessons moving forward. Also, take calculated risks. So start with small risks that feel manageable and push your boundaries, like proposing a new project idea. And also celebrate courage. Oh my gosh, I actually believe courage is more important than confidence. There's been plenty of times I have lacked confidence or felt like I had an imposter syndrome going on. But I also recognized and celebrated that bravery is involved in it, right? And I want to have a brave life, and I want to instill bravery and courage in everyone that I touch in terms of my speaking and work, and also my programs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really want everyone out there to be embracing bravery and courage and having a courageous life, because your 80-year-old self will thank you for it, and your 8-year-old self will be really proud of you. Okay, last one. Oh, it's only 7, but still. There's quite a few, and I want you to think about which one resonates to you, is confidence. And I did mention before, I think courage is more important than confidence. Confidence is still really important, having that belief in yourself. But the thing is, don't let self-doubt, don't let the little automatic negative thoughts stop you from putting a hand up and going for opportunities. So I want you to speak up, take charge, pursue leadership opportunities. And here's some steps. Highlight your strengths. So regularly review and remind yourself of your strengths and past successes to absolutely reinforce your self-belief. I think that's really important. Get Strengths Finder 2.0. Do it. I'm a big one around affirmations. I teach people that around the power of the brain. And I think that's really important. And also practice leadership. Engage in small leadership activities to build your confidence gradually. I think I promise these things will make a huge difference. Okay, so rock stars, leadership rock stars. Number 1, stop playing it small. Start standing tall. Take the stage. Number 2, network. Start networking internally and externally. in practice and start to think about strategic vision and thinking and how you can go about that. Own your value and communicate your value. Learn leadership skills. Remember, failure is a gift. Embrace courage and believe in yourself. It's so important, okay? All right. Remember, I want you to remember this. Leadership is a mindset, and it's an action, and it's continuous growth. It's not a role or title. So I want you to lead with confidence. All right, so that's a wrap up. I know this was a pretty fiery episode of Leadership with Sonia. And I know I've had a lot of coffee today. However, it's the start of the year. And this year I've decided I'm going to ramp things up. I'm going to transform some things, right? It's the year of the snake. It's numerology. It's number 9. So it's all about transformation, shedding off the old skin, like stepping up, having that wisdom, taking charge, right? So don't just walk away. I want you to strut your stuff, right? I want you to arm yourself with these insights and own your leadership path. Because remember, we're not here to make waves, not just to swim quietly, right? Keep rocking it until next time. And never forget, right? You're amazing. I want you to rock it. I want you to embrace the steps that all the items and the areas that I've spoken about. I want you to tell me what you think and what you're going to do. And if you do, we'll give you a wonderful leadership habits journal, and reach out to us and our incredible team. We've got so many great resources, programs, courses, workshops, coaching, events. So go to the leadershipcollective.com.au, leadershiphq.com.au, and soniamcdonald.com.au. And thank you, Leadership Rockstars. And remember to always stay kind and stay courageous.
Thanks for tuning in to Courageously Unbothered with Sonia McDonald. If this episode has left you fired up, make sure to subscribe, leave a glowing review, and share it with others who are ready to shake things up. Sonia's mission is to spark fearless action and unstoppable confidence. And this is just the beginning. Until next time, keep breaking barriers, owning your magic, and staying unapologetically you.